Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NetApp Accelerator Demo Day. So it was a great speech from Professor Rupesh explaining us on the AI technology, the innovations and scalability. So as we all know, the exponential growth of data is going to be tremendous, driven by the advancements with AI and the cloud computing. So what is the challenge here? It is the total cost of ownership, TCO, in data centers, which is expected to rise dramatically in terms of rack space, power energy, and other resources. So introducing to you Filo, who's not just a solution for today, but a strategic investment for a sustainable and cost-effective future. Welcoming on stage, Etamar from the Filo Systems.
Okay, thank you so much. I know I only have 10 minutes, but I would like to dedicate first my deepest gratitude to the entire NetApp team who is working with us, especially to Naveen, to Hema, to Ananya, and recently to Gayatri, who just left the stage. So thank you very much. Thank you, really, from the bottom of our heart. You are incredible mentors, and we are not just happy, but also very proud to be from this group this evening. And, here's what we do. Okay, so I'm not gonna speak about that. I'm gonna speak about something else, because we all sell storage. We all work with storage. We all know what data means, but we seldom think about the fact that data is actually what determines the entire economy of computing. The more data you have, the more storage you need, the more networking you do, the more you upload and download to your clouds, the more you back up, the more you do everything, processing in the CPUs. So the better compression you get, the better your economy is. It's that simple. And for 40 years, there's been a barrier. And I'm that type of guy, when you put a barrier in their face, that's like putting a red flag in front of a bull. And 7 years ago, I told my partner, here's something interesting. Let's do suicide on this. And very gladly, it didn't completely fail, as you're going to see tonight. And we all know the data is going to multiply, AI, data lakes, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to bore you with that. You all know that. But the question is, how do we meet the demand? We cannot simply sell storage anymore because we are running out of energy. I'm just coming back from Germany, and from here I'm flying back to Germany, working with the supercomputing center over there on this problem. How do we take hundreds of gigabytes, and they need 1,000 more, and they have no data centers, and Europe is running out of energy, so what do we do, right? And what we came up with is a technology. We already had all the algorithms 3 years ago, and it has fantastic compression ratios. If I have the time, I'll show you how, very quickly. But what we can achieve, many companies are trying to work on compressing data by losing something, losing fidelity, losing accuracy, losing something. We don't. We only focus on lossless compression, so that all serious segments can really use Filo as its engine of choice. But we didn't stop with the technology. These are actual benchmarks that we did with our partners, with our customers. Intel has been able to reduce with our technology their data center from 50 petabytes down to approximately 6, and that saves them approximately $4.5 million a year. These are yearly figures, by the way. Thank you. With an automation authority that has lots of countrywide, I'm not going to mention which one, it's a secret, but they have security cameras with footage all over the country. And we took one data center they have of 100 petabytes, and we could compress it into 5. And this is mostly footage that is not going to be used more than once. You know, most of it you don't need it, but you need to keep it for posterity. And regulation makes this now a real demand. You need to store your data for 7 years, 15 years, 20 years, depending on the sector you're in. So we're running, you know, straight into a huge problem in the upcoming year or two. We're going to run out of resources. And the last one is a study by Deloitte. We all update our smartphones, and we get software updates overnight. And for them, it costs billions, because you have 4 billion Android devices connected at every given moment, and you need to update them with whatever, YouTube, Spotify, you know, everyone. So we did this study, and we can save them $1 or $2 by moving the entire update system to Filo, just like that. And, oh, it stopped reacting. No, battery is down. Oh, there it is, okay. Sorry. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so like I said, we already had the technology about 3 years ago. So what we did since then is listening to actual customers, working with actual customers, with actual partners, and understanding what is the type of solution that they will want to have. So we're not speaking just about an engine. This is not a compression engine that we provide to you and now go break your head about, you know, okay, how are we going to use it? This is a ready commercial off-the-shelf object store that you can install on your data center and get started immediately. Immediately means in an hour or two. And it is also a distributed file system built on top of the object store, so it is completely seamless. Completely seamless, it's completely transparent to all your users, to all your servers, to any workload that you have, except for one thing. We didn't integrate it yet in Oracle or in other databases, so that we don't do. Okay, I apologize, that we don't do. But files, streaming data, object stores, replication happens in complete compression. And we often think about the storage, but we rarely think about the price of communication. And price of communication is becoming the real problem right now. It can cost you 1 or 2 or 3 cents to disseminate 1 gigabyte. 1 gigabyte, not terabyte, not petabyte, okay? So do the math. It costs tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions a month. A month. I have friends in an Israeli startup who are paying $4 million a month on data transfer. So, so this is pretty much the product. The way we do it, we work right the opposite from everybody else. So everybody else is looking at the bits of data, and they try to find matching patterns in the bits. We don't care about that. We read the information with AI, with ML, and with our proprietary tools, and then we understand, we try to move the entire problem domain from data to information. That's the real magic. That's where the magic happens. So when you look at the data, you can say, oh, these 2 pictures, one is PNG, one is JPEG, they're virtually the same. It's the same photo. Let's store it once. Okay? And you can do very, very cool things, especially where your data is quite repetitive. Sensor data, medical records, MRIs, pretty much all looks the same. Okay, forgive me for not being a doctor. They will cross me later on, but from a data point of view, you know, they're pretty similar. So, and we patented this, of course. And the last thing that I want to end with is the energy. So we all know that energy is becoming a real problem, and last year we were very, very fortunate to win the first prize and $1 million for the National Prize for Saving Energy. This is a fun use case, and I'm going to conclude with this. This is a fun use case that I like speaking about because I play Fortnite, and Fortnite updates for 30 million daily users and 150 million worldwide. If they ran on Filo, this is an actual test that you can repeat with a demo of Filo, is saving 3 times, which means 250 million watts, and for Epic Games, just above $35 million a year. Thank you very much.